Hi everyone. Welcome to Holistic Apothecary. We're live.
We are
Phyllis
live.
Bucci.
Kim Henderson.
And I'd like to start with, I hope that everybody is really feeling the oneness and the peacefulness and the love of this new year. And I'm not like imagining it or making it up or reading it somewhere. I'm actually really feeling it. And when I'm driving, I'm going, I wonder if other people are really feeling this and being aware of their surroundings. And
Take some time today because it is 1/11.
yes,
And it is also a full moon.
Full
The
moon.
wolf full moon, actually.
And Wolf is here, present today.
And that heightens, actually, it was the end of Mercury retrograde also. And all of that is heightening our energy to what you just
Well, and Giuseppe was just saying, because all of the planets are all moving forward at the same time, it's really the time to put all of your ideas and needs and wants and things into motion. Because right now, using the energy that we are surrounded by, the energy that makes everything happen, whether you want to believe planets, this, that, whatever, I'm telling you, use it now, test the waters now, because the minute you're thinking something, we are manifesting like this. And if you're not manifesting like this, then you're not aware, you're not listening, and you just don't want to. And I'm telling you, it's the time, it's the energy, it's the numbers. Today's 1/11, 1 being all in unity, moving forward, beginning. 11 is the pillars. It's the pillars that you can walk through and get to where you're going and really be focused on your path. It's about partnerships, your partnership, intimate, commercial, work, whatever, yourself, relationships. Put it into motion now.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you're looking to walk to, step up, because the universal energy is just making it happen for you now. And again, be aware of your thoughts.
Oh boy, yep.
Be aware of your thoughts. The minute you feel a fear or a roadblock, let it go. Let it go. And I'm telling you, it's getting simpler and simpler to focus on, is this going to be a loving thought?
Oh, yeah.
Or is this going to be something that's going to throw a roadblock up in my own life? Do I really want to be the one thinking that?
Yeah.
No, I really don't. I want to steer clear of it. I think we've all had enough tumult in our life for the last 3 and 4 years, I'm going to even say.
Yeah.
That this year, given the opportunity to use what we have to move forward and get out of it, I'm there, I'm feeling it. I have a little grid that I made, which is all about love, the rose quartz, manifestation and awareness, lapis lazuli, beta quartz. It's all in here, but you can read about that later. But I did do it especially for the numbers today. So anyway, it's a very, very powerful time for manifesting. It's not just today. It's a 9-year cycle. I'm not an astrologer. If you want that, look up spaceandtime.com, Ralph and Lonnie D'Amicis. You want to know astrology, numerology, that's your go-to. That is your go-to.
And it's funny when you do that, because I was thinking today on our topic, and I was thinking pretty much how I found everything that I do and believe and all these shifts and everything. When there's all these synchronicities that happen because of, like when you look up the numbers 1/11 and 11/11 and what that means, and then you look up what the full moon means, and then you look up, these other people that you're saying about astrology and numerology, it all lines up. And that's when you start realizing, wait a minute, there is some truth to this.
Absolutely.
Right? So you might, anybody's going to be a doubter about anything, but when you really can start looking at it and start applying it to your life, and then you notice things are working for you.
If you give the universe an inch, it's going to take your world by surprise. and you will be on a magic carpet ride that you didn't even know existed. I mean, you just want to talk about being high on life, and that's where you want to be. Look at all your options.
Yeah.
Write down, look at all your options, and then see what each one feels like. I know I talk about this all the time, but it's really about what you feel, not what you think that you know. It's what you feel. What does something make you feel like when you look at a certain color? I know I look at purple, it just makes me feel wonderful. Just saying the word, I can feel tingling in my body. Start really being aware of where you are in your feelings and your awareness to be in touch with what things really do, what motivates you, okay? So another thing, stop regretting what already happened.
Yes.
And we're not even gonna talk, it's done. It's done. Don't even wanna know what it is. We don't wanna hear it because you know what?
Yeah.
It's all relative. What you've been through, we've been through, we've all been through it together, and now we're just jumping on that carpet. We're gonna take that ride into mystery of all that we can manifest.
Yeah. Because if you keep replaying that, two things, you're going to just keep staying in that place if you keep thinking about it. It's also creating judgment because that's how you think that people are judging you, which then paralyzes you to stay where you are. And then you're also casting that on somebody else. If you're judging yourself about your past, you're doing that for other people, and that's not helping anybody. Take today at value and be in the present, and then start planning for what it is that you want and write it down. I was writing down yesterday everything that I want, and there was a time where I thought, like, you can't have that, you can't have it. Why not? Why can't I have that? So just start writing things down, and you can start looking to see what's going to be fun to you or something speaks to you, or you'll end up on a trip that you didn't know you were going to, anything can happen if you just allow yourself to sit down and write it out.
Right, and watch how things just fall in your path. Like we're talking about, write things down, journal. I'm telling you, since we really got heavy into this and it clicked how this works, I'm finding journals from like the last 10 years that I started, and they're like here and there. So I'm like, I brought a couple with. I want to go through and see, because I've noticed that a lot of the things that I journaled are here now, like today, or a couple of years. I've lived through what I journaled years and years and years ago.
Right, and were
and,
they
and notes.
negative?
Write it down. And can I give you 2 words to write down today, now, if you got the pen and paper? Not if you're driving. Focus and manifest. 2 words. Focus, manifest. Love. I'll give you 3.
Yeah.
I'll give you 3. I'm telling you. It just sends a vibration through your body that sends that frequency out, and I'm telling you, it comes to you so quickly now. Take these steps. Be open to all your possibilities. All right, so I have a couple of steps that you can write down if you want. You deserve every day to wake up and be happy. So release anything in your thoughts that's not aligned with love. And even if you have to say, was that aligned to love? Just do it. Just do it.
On that, for a while I was waking up and I would be in this weird mood. It's like I don't even know why it was happening. So I had a ringtone that I really liked, and I was playing that, and that still wasn't doing it. I have now Good Morning Beautiful plays. That's my ringtone. It's a country song. And it's like, oh, okay, that's like the first thing I hear in the morning is Good Morning Beautiful.
I love it.
Let's start that way.
There you go. There you go. Set your surroundings up
Yeah.
for, compatibility with what you're looking for. Throw a little feng shui in your life. Mm-hmm. Set up your private spaces, or your, to be conducive to what you want to put out there. Your environment is a palette, and what you paint in that palette, in those spaces, is how the universe reads what you're looking for. So be really aware of your surroundings and what's in them. And I certainly don't mind getting up and coming here every single day. It doesn't bother me at all.
No, it's a nice place to be.
Very conducive too. Okay, so release anything that, doesn't allow you to wake up and be happy. Release it, let it go with love, just let it go. Second thing, look at your problems but look at them as a challenge for your solutions. Don't have problems. I'm going to go into my little solutions Rolodex. You know, women, we have those Rolodex. Men, we have this memory. They're a little bit different. Women keep a Rolodex. We all know that. So go into the Rolodex, go into your imagination, however you keep your memories, and look for that solution. Because you know what? We have the solutions. We're just not taught that like in kindergarten, elementary school, high school. We're kind of giving you the lessons that we're learning now that I'm sure you've all come across. A lot of the things that we do talk about at different times in different books that you've skimmed through. We're just kind of putting the mystery into an alignment that you can understand all of the options that are open to you to use your inner knowing and to access that information. And we're not talking doo-doo, and we're not talking, we're talking, this is your life. Be aware of all that you have available to you to use to manifest what you're looking for, and it's really simple.
And choose your words wisely.
Stop second guessing.
Stop second guessing, but also stop using words like, I have a few friends that'll say what their day looks like, and they'll use a word like crazy, and I'm like, oh, you have to start with that first thing in the morning, because I will guarantee, and it usually happens, that the rest of the day is like that. Every person they encounter is that way, and I'm like, you just called that in. Can we choose another word? And
wouldn't it kind of be cool, like when you're talking like this, like you go, I'm going to have, Sesame Street used to do this when my Dominique and Robbie were like much younger.
Yeah.
The two guys would be talking to each other, and they'd make the little bubble, and whatever they said would like go in that bubble. So could you imagine if somebody said, I'm going to have a crazy day, and all of a sudden you had like Felix the Cat's sparks coming out of you? And then somebody come along real peaceful, and you see like these little ripples all kind of even around you, and you could change somebody's day like that.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You can. That is what's really happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Choose your words, choose your thoughts very, very, very carefully. Stop second guessing. Go with your gut. Learn to use your instincts. Learn to use all the things that we weren't taught. And really think about, why weren't we taught the power of our minds at a very young age? And I notice with really younger children, little children, they seem to be so intuitive. But unlike our family generation that raised us, we want this to be developed in our grandchildren and our young children that are, crystal, angelic, understanding, knowing. You go, oh my God, they're like 3 years old. They're on your iPad. They know the buttons to push.
Yeah.
They're intuitive. They know. They're more telepathic. We're not as apt to shut it down as our parents were.
Yeah.
My mom and dad were not that successful thankfully, at doing that, but they did give me my space.
I did the fire walk with Tony Robbins, and I called my mom from like the next moment. Mom, oh my God, I walked on fire. And she goes, are you in a cult? Yep, and they let me call you before I drink my last Kool-Aid.
Right, because they just didn't really know.
Right. So, so be open-minded and for yourself. When you start seeing, again, those synchronicities that happen, and that's, another way that Phyllis and I even got together, was all these different synchronicities. And when that starts happening and it starts pointing you in a new direction, what do you got to lose? Follow
it's just
right?
it's just like the path is like brightly lit up for you.
Yeah.
Third step, stop being resentful and blaming others.
Oh, yeah.
It's your life, your choice. Something happens. You don't want to hear in your head, well, so-and-so did this, and that's why I couldn't do that. No.
Yeah.
No. You're putting up a roadblock. You're getting in your way. You're really putting up all the stops. Somebody does something, it counteracts what you were thinking. Figure out another way. You're smart. You can do it. You're resourceful. Start using.
Yeah.
Start using here. Start using this.
I saw a meme, Facebook that was a set of twins, and one twin became successful, and he said he became successful because his father was an alcoholic. the other twin becomes an alcoholic, and his reasoning is because his father was an alcoholic. So it's perception, and it's also choose how, what's the word? Don't react, but
Right.
respond, yeah.
Respond. Think about it. Give yourself a
Yeah.
minute.
That's one of the things I'm actually working on for myself right now too, is like separating that. I mean, yesterday I was driving and this, somebody pulls out in front of me and I was like, ugh, I was like, and I was like, that's road rage. That's a reaction. So I'm becoming aware of it at least. And then later in the day, the same thing happened, but my husband was driving and I made a comment and then I stopped myself and I was like, reaction. You don't need to do that. You're not even driving, so who cares, right?
There you go. Yeah. And if everybody's not understanding how we're all connected and we send a ripple every time we have like a lower feeling, if anybody caught Good Morning America this morning, there were identical twins on Good Morning America this morning that met for the first time.
Oh, wow.
These two little girls. It was the most heartwarming, loving thing, and the similarities were like amazing.
That's funny.
Amazing. In bioenergetic medicine, homeopathy, we learn how transplant recipients actually have a lot of the traits all of a sudden of the transplant donee. I think that's what we'd be calling Tony Chestnut. Donor. Thank you. I'm sorry. Anyway, all right, it's not me. So the donor, there was actually a case where a young man was played the guitar, wrote music, and he didn't finish the specific song. I'm shortening it. The young woman who received his heart or lung, and it's too long ago to remember the exact, actually started playing the guitar and finished the words of this song. Now, you can believe it, not believe
I've seen
it.
that. Yeah.
You want the reference, I'll get it and throw
I've
it up
seen
there
it.
at some point today.
Yeah.
It's amazing, but
There's actually, that's been on shows too, on different
yeah,
dramas
don't
or
think
what have
for
you.
1 minute that this isn't real, and how cellular memory. So everything that you want to do, everything that you dream of, anything when you feel a desire and it sends a vibration through your body that you can't explain, know you're on the right path. Know that that's your higher self letting you know that go forward. Stop second guessing. Stop putting other people in your way. See your challenges as motivations to tap into a deeper level of strength more than ever before. A lot of the articles that I'm reading and a lot of the books that I'm reading are talking about a deeper love, a deeper sense of connection. When you start to practice this unbelievable understanding of how connected we are and the power we have over our situations, the most magical things. So let it go, be who you are, feel good about things.
Yeah.
As they are.
Yeah.
What?
I got distracted by Giuseppe. Was there a question?
Oh, okay.
That's what happened. I got distracted. I was waiting for him to say something.
All right, so if
No?
there's any questions, we can answer them now. Were there any questions? Have any questions? I do want to say thank you very much to those of you that have told me that you're watching. You see part of it, you see any of it. We're happy if we're helping you out. The ladies that always comment and let us know that we helped, even if the teeniest way, we're really happy to know that. Know that we love you and this comes from our heart and our experience, because we want you to feel this wonderful feeling that we actually have.
Yeah.
So,
And there's a lot of tools, and this was something that was really coming to me this morning, that there's so many tools that you can use every day. And I've been on this journey in one way, shape, or form probably for about 16 years of being aware and grasping for more and knowing that there was more to be had. And in highs and lows in all of it, different things that happened over the years. But I do find myself pretty ritualistic at this point, where every single morning I'm listening to something motivational, something that, whatever it is that I needed today. Yesterday I actually had a great opportunity because I was in my office for probably about 4 hours by myself, and I listened to like 4 audiobooks while I was there. It doesn't matter to me whether or not I'm paying attention the 100%.
Right, because your cells pick up the information.
Yeah, and when it's like you hear something, you're like, oh, that was a good idea, or, you know, and there's so much available. And just Google this stuff. Google, I really, even about the full moons, I used to just think it was neat. And there was somebody that was on Facebook that would say,
yeah, full
well,
moon,
yeah.
111, full moon.
I mean, how awesome, you know, and years ago when I started seeing it, she'd be like, wolf full moon today, and I'm like, what does that mean? So I Google it, and I'm intrigued about what the message is or why it's called that, and that led me into another path. And now, you know, the full moon happens, and then 2 weeks later the new moon happens, and it's interesting the ebb and flow of everything. And so, you know, with this, like, we're able today to manifest and let go at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
It's a fast-moving day.
And the letting go is becoming easier and easier and easier, because when you feel lighter, it just makes it all so worth it.
And it was either Sunday or Monday that my horoscope and Doreen Virgil, who does the angel tarot, yeah, exactly.
So
they
cool.
were aligned exactly to say that today you were going to feel like, you know, like this is a pivotal day. And I'm feeling it today. So I'm already, like, I went out and did my, you know, farm park walk run today. And I come in, I sit down late. I was like a minute before we even got started. And I sit down, Phyllis goes, you're glowing. Were you running? I was like, that's so funny. It's just the kind of day that I'm having, you know?
It just shows, yeah.
And, like, if you can pick that up in your vibrations and run with that, I haven't even started work today yet. But my day from now until 7:30 is booked with appointments, and I'm like ready to rock it out.
Right.
You know, and I love days like that. So
today, be the light in somebody's life.
Yeah.
Just be the light in somebody's life by your presence.
Yep.
You know, and do what you can. I'm going to throw up some more information about the stones and the grid that we made. This is a celestite. I don't think I mentioned it early, and we're about to end. So we hope everybody enjoyed the show today. And, you know, any questions or anything, send them in. We'll be glad to answer them. We love you, and we're so happy that you joined us. Please share if there's anybody that you know that can use this information. Love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.
Hi, Jamie.